Like whispers guide the way, a code to follow night and day. Nova Haven lights ignite. Through the storm we take our flight. Ancients watch as empires fall. From the dust we'll rise once more. Cuban sands, a tale untold. Under fire the world grows cold. Drones and shadows claim the land. Still the fearless make their stand. Circuit hearts begin to dream. Past and future start to gleam. In the void where silence grew, hope is written into view. Nova Haven lights ignite. Through the storm we take our flight. From the ruins echoes call. One last chance to save it all. Five 5,000 years, the stars still shine. The fight for freedom redefined.
This is the review for Chapter 4, Travel Plan. Here, we leave the colossal illusions of Chapter 4 behind, where holograms of ancient rulers still reign, and step into a quieter space. The chapter is intimate, reflective, human. We are inside Jorge's thoughts, his memories, his morning routine. After breakfast, he sits with the weight of his next exhibition resting on his shoulders, but the muse is silent. Something's missing. It's not the skill, he has that. It's not the tools, he owns the latest tech. What's absent is truth, authenticity, that raw, beating soul that only memory can bring. And so he turns to his old family photos, the faded kind, loaded with feeling, a window into lives lived long ago. They stir something inside him, a melancholy not of sadness, but of connection, a nostalgia for something never fully known, only inherited. He seeks a feeling, not just an image. We watch him sit on the windowsill, still, thoughtful, and alone. He breathes slowly and allows the past to fill him. And what comes to mind? Not abstract shapes, not famous icons, but his grandfather. A man full of joy, rhythm, and resistance. A cha-cha dancer in a galaxy that no longer celebrates the simple beat of Latin joy. A man who smiled with his tongue out, who flouted codes of fashion and civic order, and who loved in ways that didn't follow protocol. Jorge laughs when he sees him in his mind, and in that laugh, we see the seed of the journey he must take. His grandfather's legacy wasn't in power or possessions. It was in dance, memory, and love, and poignantly in a wish to return something to the land. His burial pod was designed to nourish the soil of Cuba. But the trees are gone now. The soil is sick. The earth is dying. And yet, Cuba remains. Cuba, the only land on Earth still inhabited. A mystery to tourists, a forbidden land to his family. But to Jorge, it is more. It is blood. It is story. It is something that refuses to die. He was told his whole life, don't go to Cuba, there is a problem. But he doesn't carry their fear. He carries their yearning. His artistry is failing because it lacks truth. And truth cannot be drawn from high above the clouds. It must be found at the roots. His family has avoided Cuba for 700 years, 7 centuries of fear, trauma, and silence. Now everyone is gone, and Jorge is alone. But out of that loneliness comes a fire, a decision, a mission. Not just to visit the island of his ancestors, but to feel it, breathe it, and draw it into the world again. This is the travel plan, not a tourist plan, not a retreat, but a pilgrimage of memory, of purpose, of rebellion. It is the first real step toward the truth. And in this moment, we don't just see Jorge as an artist. We begin to understand that he is the future narrator of this entire story. The man who, after the empire falls, survives. The one who paints the black and white illustrations we see throughout this saga. He is the chronicler. He is the resistance. He is the storyteller. In the next chapter, called Welcome, we descend for the first time to the Cuban surface. We'll witness a society preserved like a museum exhibit, full of contradiction, still dancing under illusions, still performing survival under skies they don't control. But something is coming. A shift. The arrival of Jorge may just ignite what the empire feared most. A memory stronger than their fiction. If this story stirs something in you, memories, questions, or possibilities, then please subscribe, like, and share. Help us grow this project. Help us bring liberty for Cuba, not only to our screens, but to minds and hearts across the world. Because sometimes the future isn't written in code or machines. Jorge is the main character in the story, and here is his bio. Meet Jorge, a descendant of Cubans and Hong Konger, born among the clouds in the sleek, floating cities of a futuristic Earth. He is a digital artist, a quiet soul, guided by memory and longing, haunted by the stories of a homeland he has never seen. Through the faded warmth of family photos and the rhythm of a distant cha-cha beat taught by his grandfather, Jorge's identity pulses with a culture that time tried to erase. For generations, his family avoided Cuba, whispering fears wrapped in love. But Jorge feels something deeper, a need to see, to feel, to draw truth. When inspiration fades, he makes a decision that changes everything. He journeys to the surface, to the human zoo that Cuba has become, where time is still shackled to dictatorship and illusion. But Jorge is more than a traveler or artist. As the story unfolds, we learn the truth. He is the chronicler of it all. When the Castro Empire falls, it is Jorge who survives. He leaves his legacy etched in black and white, illustrations carved into the walls of hidden caves across the island. These are the images we now see, the visual fragments of a story passed down not through systems, but through soul. Jorge is the voice, the eye, and the memory. His rebellion is remembrance. His weapon is art.